Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. And boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. So check it out, man. No damn water. Rolly Romero. Hey, man, like I said, I'm pulling for him to make the upset, but when you really study him, if you can see the arrows pointing to his cheekbones, his bicep, and his ribs, Rolly Romero looking kind of weight drained. I noticed that yesterday. I was like, man, he looks really, really thin. He talked about Pedraza being weight drained and how that's the main reason why Gervonta was able to clip Pedraza. But you look at an extremely confident Rolly Romero, he seems to be unfazed by the lights, by the moment, and he looks like he's ready to try to disrupt Gervonta Davis' resume. But this is the thing, man. Rolly feels that Davis has feasted on lighter fighters or fighters who are forced to come down in weight and drain themselves, basically bullying them for them to get a payday and get a shot at Davis' championship. As a result, giving Davis the advantage. But we got to understand something here, man. You know, with Pedraza, who at the time was the IBF junior lightweight champ, you know, Rolly really feels that Pedraza was weight drained. And he keeps talking about how Pedraza is much bigger than him, much bigger than Tank, and how he had to come down, and how Pedraza looked like a skeleton. But if you examine Rolly Romero, his cheekbones, the really, like there's no fat on him. And you look at the definition of his muscle. He's in shape, yes, but he doesn't look like someone that has any water weight. As you can tell when somebody has water weight. And Rolly looks like he has no water weight in him. Almost like, I'm not saying he has, but it's almost like he's been taking a water pill to get excess water out of his system. So we're going to see tonight if Rolly has the punch resistance he normally has and how he looks in the ring. But right now, Rolly does look very similar to Pedraza, who Rolly claims was weight drained. And I'm hoping Rolly didn't weight drain himself now, or starve himself or deprive himself of water and become dehydrated and have to be rehydrated by use of an IV. One thing I do know about Rolly's training camp is there was a nutritionist that traveled with him. And according to his team, it made it easy for Rolly to make weight. But when you look at him, he looks excellent, don't get me wrong. But he don't look like he had a steak in it, in the last couple of weeks. So I'm really hoping when he gets into the fight that he has his stamina, he has his legs. I'm hoping he puts up a good fight, valiant effort. If he wins, outstanding. If Tank wins, I mean, it kind of is what it is. It's what we expected. But what I don't want is for Rolly to come and say he struggled with weight. He talked too much crap to come down and say, he didn't eat the way he wanted to. He didn't diet. He didn't drink the way he wanted to. He felt like he had to starve himself the last 3 or 4 days. Like, that's the worst thing Rolly can do, because he just kind of his insults just kind of snowballed as we were getting over the weeks and weeks and getting closer to the fight. So you can't come now with a snowball of insults, snowball of predictions, a snowball of just basically saying you're the pound-for-pound king, the biggest hitter in boxing, and take an L and start making excuses. We're not going to allow that, okay? If he does that, I believe in building champions, not breaking them down, but I may rip him in an interview, And I like Rolly, I like Tank, but I'm just a little concerned with Rolly and his appearance and how that's going to affect his fight performance. But again, we don't make excuses, right? We find a way to win or we reassess, because we don't lose at anything and we don't know anything about failure. We know about not performing to our potential, but we don't know about failing at anything. Lose that word failure from your vocabulary, and I hope Rolly has lost that from his vocabulary too. If for some reason he didn't perform to his potential when it comes to the nutrition and diet component and preparation for this fight. That being said, we will see how things go. Got a couple hours before things start popping. I already started the pre-fights. I'm gonna go finish watching them. You guys keep safe. I appreciate the support. Please like and subscribe if this is your first time visiting the page. And as always, I'm in the breeze.